Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Monday, June 5th, 2023. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. What a fantastic weekend all around. But alas, here we are, looking Monday straight in the face, so we probably should get into some news. So, shall we? Chalk up another homicide for the city of Annapolis. This is the city's third for 2023, and on Saturday night at about 10 p.m., the Annapolis Police Department responded to a call for shots being fired on Madison Street in the Eastport section of town. A 26-year-old female, later identified as Amari Tidings of Annapolis, was found shot to death in a vehicle. Police are asking anyone with information to come forward and call them at 410-260-3439. On Thursday, APD received a call from Anne Arundel Medical Center about a walk-in gunshot victim. The 28-year-old Annapolis resident said that he was walking on Newtown Drive just off of Forest Drive when he heard shots ring out. He began to run and realized that he was shot. A friend did take him to the hospital. This happened in the height of that power failure. He was treated and released and did not see who shot him, nor could he determine the direction where the bullet may have come from. Also over the weekend, the Annapolis police have not released anything yet, but we learned that a juvenile male was shot in the Eastport Terrace community on Friday, and also that a pedestrian was struck and injured on Bay Ridge Avenue, also on Friday. Hopefully the police will be sending out some more information on that a little bit later, so you do want to check back with eyeonannapolis.net. And our final bit of APD news, we have learned from a source closely associated with the investigation that the police have identified a suspect in the hit-and-run death of a bicyclist on Hilltop Lane back in January. And hopefully the Annapolis Police Department will be releasing that information in the near future as well. Boom! We all heard it about 3:10 yesterday afternoon. Was it an explosion, an earthquake, a meteor, a sonic boom? Those were all choices on Twitter. There were many theories, but we learned that a plane entered restricted airspace over D.C., disappeared, and jets were scrambled to intercept it. Some of the jets were from Andrews and others were from Atlantic City, and the southbound plane was given authorization to fly at supersonic speed while over the Chesapeake Bay. Usually it's not allowed over populated areas. So there you have it. It was a sonic boom. And also that plane that they were trying to track down did crash down in southwestern Virginia. And I do have to say, I didn't realize that a sonic boom was as loud and far-reaching as they apparently are. My son heard it up in Baltimore City, a friend heard it down in South County, and we had heard it throughout D.C. and as far away as Manassas, Virginia. The Annapolis Blues had a great night on Saturday. For their inaugural home game, they beat Frederick 4-2, but the professional minor league soccer team that plays at Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium set a record for attendance with 8,368 fans in attendance. If you want to catch pro soccer action here in Annapolis, there's another chance on June 10th when they take on Virginia Beach at 7 p.m. You can get tickets and more information at AnnapolisBlues.com. Funny. Well, at least it is to me. Not sure that the MVA is laughing, though. Do you remember those really ugly War of 1812 license plates that debuted back in 2012? Well, they had a URL on the bottom of them. It was starspangled200.org. And somebody forgot to renew it. Now, nearly 1 million cars in Maryland are offering free advertising to a Philippine casino. Hey, it could be worse. Visit Annapolis gave up Annapolis.com a long time ago, and for a while, it was a hardcore porn site before former Mayor Cohen's brother ended up buying it. All I can say about Annapolis Pride and the Parade and Festival is that it gives me a sense of pride in our town. What a fantastic event and day, except for those internet trolls that crap all over it on our All Annapolis Facebook page. Nothing but love and support and happiness in the streets of Annapolis. It was a glorious day. Take a look at our image gallery and video on eyeonannapolis.net if you already haven't checked it out. And I am even extending acceptance to the guy who brought 2 snakes to the parade. Kind of cool, but ew. Hopefully you caught our Canines and Crosstrek segment on Friday with Molly, a challenging Chihuahua. You do want to check out our post from noon on Friday and for some great photos. And if you have some room in your heart and home for Molly, we have all the info on how to adopt her. And on Saturday, the local business spotlight, we did speak with Dr. Lane Neidig all about his brand spanking new dermatology practice in Annapolis. It's actually opening this week, Modern Dermatology. Coming up this weekend, Prosper, a new app that most teens and young adults should check out. All right, that is a wrap. Thank you first and foremost, and also a quick thank you to our sponsors for the Daily News Brief: Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Solar Energy Services, Hospice of the Chesapeake, and the Maryland Higher Education Commission. Ann Alsina is here with us this morning with her Monday Money Report, and George Young from DCMDVA Weather is here with the only locally forecast weather report you're going to find. All that coming up in just a bit, so hang around.
The benefits of a good night's sleep are well documented. Sleeping well prevents weight gain, improves concentration and creativity, and boosts the immune system. So, what keeps you up at night? If you run a business, then the security of your computer network may be one of those things. Threats like ransomware and phishing are becoming increasingly sophisticated and pose a real risk to any business. Don't let these cyber threats keep you up at night. At Alpha, they've been helping their customers sleep better for over 30 years by monitoring in real time and hardening network defenses. And for those irritating IT issues that arise every day, Alpha's just a phone call away, helping your business run smoothly and helping you sleep better, knowing Alpha is on guard. Give Alpha a call to see if they can ease your worries and help you get the rest you deserve. Find them at alphagetsit.com.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Monday, June 5th. It was a pretty nice weekend for the Annapolis region, and the week ahead will be just as nice, with the only real chance for any rain coming sometime tomorrow. Look for sunny highs today, around 80 degrees, ahead of mid to upper 80s tomorrow, with a chance for some PM showers or storms, ahead of another stretch of sunny and continued dry weather Wednesday through Sunday, with highs in the low to mid 80s Wednesday, upper 70s to lower 80s Thursday and Friday, with more 80s expected over the weekend. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe. And don't forget, follow DCMDVA Weather on Facebook and Twitter for regular updates each day, along with the website at dcmdvaweather.info, so you can always stay weather informed.
Did you get close to completing your college degree but dropped out during the COVID pandemic? Well, as a near completer, you may be eligible to receive money from the Maryland Higher Education Commission to finish your degree. Again, if you started your degree but for whatever reason never finished it, the Maryland Higher Education Commission has money to help you return to college and finish what you started. Go to mhec.maryland.gov and click on the Near Completer grant to learn more.
You work hard for your money. Is your money working hard for you? Managing and investing, it can be confusing. Ann Alsina, a financial planner from CovingtonAlsina, has been helping people make sense of it all for over 17 years. Are you ready? Now here's your Monday Money Report.
This is Ann Alsina of CovingtonAlsina with your Monday Money Report. The debt ceiling crisis was averted, and the markets responded accordingly, with the major indices all up for the week. Friday was also impacted by the jobs report, showing that wage growth is slowing down. Unemployment also increased to 3.7%. This information has led many analysts to believe that the Federal Reserve Bank will not increase rates at their next meeting. And all of this is good news for the stock market. Something good for me is that my youngest just graduated from high school. If you have a recent graduate, there are several things to do this summer. First, make sure they have a power of attorney and medical directive. Once they turn 18 and are legal adults, parents can no longer speak for them. Having a power of attorney allows you to step in if needed. Many states, including Maryland, have a statutory form, meaning that all businesses in the state must accept the state document. Next, If they don't already have checking and savings accounts, set them up. They should have a debit card for their checking account. Teach them how to reconcile their account and discuss overdraft and other fees they may see in this account. If they're going away for school, make sure the bank is accessible wherever they will be this fall. I also recommend adding them as an authorized user on a credit card so that they can begin building a credit history. Discuss limits on card use and consequences for misuse. Once they are in school, several lenders offer student credit cards with low limits. Length of credit history is a key part of your credit score, so starting now can have an impact when they need to lease an apartment or buy a car. If your child is going away, talk with your home and auto agent about coverage for them. Do you need to get a separate renter's insurance policy, or are they covered under your homeowner's policy? Let the agent know if they're taking a car or will only be driving when home on break. Confirm how your health insurance works if your child will be out of state, and explain to them how the insurance works with in and out of network providers. Summer might be a good time to get dental visits and checkups done and refill prescriptions. You also want to make sure your child is prepared on the home front and can do their laundry and cook simple meals. If they have a summer job, it's not too early to start a Roth IRA for them and teach them how to invest for retirement, as well as budget their spending money earned over the summer across the school year. Finally, you can sign them up for our high school and college financial literacy class. You don't want to be Polonius, giving last-minute life advice as Laertes heads out the door. Your action item this week is to take a hike. Our mental, physical, and fiscal health are all connected. Getting outside is a free way to positively impact all of them. Follow us on Facebook and check out our website at CovingtonAlsina.com for more information and great resources. Investment advice offered through Great Valley Advice Group, a registered investment advisor. All performance references historical and is no guarantee of future results. All indices are unmanaged and may not be invested into directly. The opinions voiced in this show are for general information only and are not to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual. To determine which strategies or investments may be appropriate for you, contact the appropriate qualified professional prior to making a decision. And if you don't have a financial advisor, come talk to us. This is Ann Alsina with CovingtonAlsina.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Have you been looking for ways to save money recently? Maybe you should consider solar energy for your home. Or are you waiting for the technology to get cheaper? If so, how long are you going to wait? Today's solar costs less than 20% of what it cost 10 years ago. But while solar prices have declined every year, so have the financial incentives. Bottom line, if you wait for cheaper solar, you're also waiting for lower incentives. Take my home, for example. My solar system was installed in 2010, and it's been paid off for almost 5 years, and I no longer have to buy any electricity for another 15 to 20 years. If I waited for cheaper solar, I'd still be paying an electric bill. At Solar Energy Services, we have thousands of satisfied customers who are sure glad they didn't wait. So what are you waiting for? Sunshine's a wasted. Call us today for a free solar design at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.